All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Bone Alley Summer Shootout series. We are here at round 5, Watkins, Glen, in these beautiful and challenging 1987 Cup cars here. We have the Monte Carlo and the Ford Thunderbird here. This is going to be one exciting throwback classic race, as these drivers will be duking it out here in a unique race format this evening. So let's pull that up while they do their opening pace lap. We will have a 4-lap heat here this evening. I believe we'll have 2 of those. And then we will move into a 40-lap feature event. They will only get 2 sets of tires here in the pits, which means they're going to have to make those tires last in that 40-lap feature there. Fuel will be set at 70% here this evening. And that'll do it for the race analysis. Now let's check in on the points standings here, as we are halfway through the series here. Round 5 tonight, 10-round series. John Ruggiero Jr. there, currently your points leader. Aaron Smith in second. Paul DeMint in third. Greg Molyneux in fourth. Zach Stroup in fifth. Tim Paradiso in sixth. Jace Parrish in seventh. Michael Doby in eighth. David Rogers in ninth, and Jay Zarapata there, rounding out your top 10 in the points. Remember, points champion here in this 10-round series takes home a whopping $1,000 prize. So it is a very tight battle there between the top 2, Aaron Smith and Ruggiero Jr. And tonight is going to be interesting. Aaron Smith, we know he's very quick at road courses, but we honestly haven't seen him here in these cars. And Ruggiero Jr. normally prefers the dirt, but we'll see what he can do here this evening. All right, Sterling Hewitt there in that number 83. He's actually going to start on pole. I believe it was a random draw here for the heat order, and they will do an invert for the second heat. The 03 there, Raymond Thies, will start in second. Like Aaron Smith there in that number 70 bright yellow car, he's going to start in fifth, and Ruggiero Jr. All the way back in 11th there. All right, the pace car is going to dive off this time by, and we'll get going green here for heat number 1, 4-lap heat race. And the green flag is out. Sterling Hewitt going to get a great jump there. Looks like Aaron Smith already looking to make a move on the inside of, I believe that is Thies. Oh, we've got one locking up the brakes there. That's the 21. Are they going to make contact? A little bit of contact. Looks like Zarapata there getting into the back of the 13. And it looks like the 03 there of Doby. Oh, a race leader going around hitting the wall there. Looks like he was able to save it without too much damage. And now the 3 of Doby there all over the back of the number 21 as he locks up the brakes. Oh, we've got multiple cars off here in the bus stop. Looks like Sterling Hewitt involved. Looks like the 03 of Doby involved. Greg Molyneux involved. And a lot of cars involved there in the bus stop incident there. Meanwhile, out front, Aaron Smith now out to a healthy lead after all that action there. But further back, we've still got these cars bunched up, as that is the 13 of Rogers. Oh, we've got one off in the grass. That is William Eads in the 727. These guys are struggling here with the handling of these 1987 Cup cars. But we still have some great battles, as the 45 there of Tim Paradiso going to look to the bottom of David Rogers. Under braking into turn 1. He's going to lock it up. Go for a wild ride there and make contact with the wall. A lot of damage there. His heat race is more than likely over there. And there's a great battle here. That is the 281 of Zach Stroup looking at the back of David Rogers. And we see right on board here with Zach Stroup as he looks to make a move under braking into the bus stop. And doesn't look like he's going to make a move there. We'll see if he can get a better exit here out of the corner and make a move under braking. Looks like David Rogers, though, getting a great exit. So Zach Stroup not going to be able to make a move here. Oh, we see David Rogers lock the rear up on entry there. It's going to slide wide. That's going to allow Zach Stroup on the outside here in the final corner. And it looks like Zach Stroup is going to complete that pass, and that is for 5th place. And now we've got that is the 32 of Jay Zarapita looking on the inside of David Rogers as they go down into turn 1. And we see Rogers there run wide. That's going to allow Zarapita there on the inside. And Zarapita there is going to move up into the 6th position. And let's check in on our race leader. That is Aaron Smith, a whopping 9 seconds up ahead of 2nd place Michael Doby as they work around a lap car there. Ruggiero Jr. there in that 44. He's currently in 3rd, looking at the back there of Michael Doby, and might see a move here for 2nd momentarily. Oh, we see the 3 of Doby lock it up there on entry. He's going to run wide, lose a lot of time. Oh, we've got multiple cars off there. That looks like Jace Parrish. And the 17 also off. They're going to take the white flag this time by here for heat race number 1. And it looks like Ruggiero Jr. was able to make it by the 3 of Doby there and take over that 2nd place position. Go back and catch that pass. It looks like it was made in the final corner there as we see Ruggiero Jr. going to look to the outside. We've got a great 3-way battle right here. That is, it looks like Jay Zarapita there in 5th is currently leading. Jace Parrish, the 99 there. And that is David Rogers back in 7th in that number 13 car. So these guys will duke it out here for the final lap here in heat race number 1. Oh, we see David Rogers there getting loose on exit. Looks like he's going to lose out a bit of time. Meanwhile, Aaron Smith here going to cross the line, take the win here in heat number 1. And Ruggiero Jr. there in that number 44. He's going to come across in 2nd. Like Michael Doby there in 3rd. Zach Stroup in 4th. That was a close battle. And Jay Zarapita there going to finish out in the top 5. And Aaron Smith there, so he takes home heat race number 1 victory, currently 2nd in the points. However, with the invert, he's going to start further back in the field here. All right. Actually, they did not. Looks like they did not do an invert this time. So actually, Aaron Smith will start up front on the pole. Ruggiero Jr. there will start in 2nd. Michael Doby in 3rd. Zach Stroup in 4th. Jay Zarapita in 5th, Jace Parrish in 6th, David Rogers in 7th, Cole DeMint in 8th, Sterling Hewitt in 9th, Kyle Armstrong in 10th, Greg Molyneux in 11th, and Raymond Thies there in 12th. Starting 13th, we have William Eads in 14th, Cale Mabin, and rounding it out there in 15th will be Tim Paradiso. All right. right, now we're getting gridded up and we'll get ready to start our 40-lap feature event here. Just real quick, we'll go over the analysis again. We've got 2 sets of tires in the pits here this evening, so not sure. We know the fuel is set at 70%, but we don't know quite how many laps that will get them, so it'll be interesting to see if anybody can one-stop this race or if they make it a 2-stop. But we currently have our points leaders starting 1 and 2 here this evening. Aaron Smith in that yellow car. He is currently in second in the points. And let's just pull them up. I believe he's about 5 points off. Yes, he is 5 points off of first place John Ruggiero Jr. there for the points championship lead. And here we are at round 5, 10-round series here in the Chicken Bone Alley Summer Shootout. And remember, the winner of the points championship will take home a whopping $1,000 prize. So we expect to see a great battle here out of these two tonight as they look to either take the lead in the points or extend the lead. And it looks like we've got James Bruce here in the comments giving a little bit of advice to some of the drivers there, as we saw in heat number 1, that need to apply the brakes before the corner here in these 1987 cars and not in the middle. That is totally accurate. These cars, while a lot of fun to drive, very tough handling car. You've got to hit the brakes way early in these things and slow the car down for the corner. It's really easy to lose the rear under braking, and we saw quite a few drivers, especially in the bus stop there on the first lap, making a big mistake and misjudging the braking zone. So hopefully here this evening, once we get started on our feature race, everybody's had a few laps under their belt here, and we'll hopefully see a better result as we head down into the bus stop for the first time. Right, we're rounding the final corner here on our opening pace lap. And Aaron Smith will lead us down to the line. John Ruggiero Jr. there on the outside.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag is out, and they are away. Look at Zach Stroup there all over the back of Ruggiero Jr., giving him a bit of a bump down the front straight. But they're going to head down into turn 1 here, 2x2. And we'll see if everyone's going to make it through. And surprisingly, they all make it through without an incident there in the turn 1. Now we're going to head up here through the S's and toward the bus stop chicane. Like, we got a great battle on back here. This is Jay Zarapita looking at the back of Jace Parrish, and then right behind him, that is Cole DeMint there, your third place driver in the points. And looks like they're all going to make it through the bus stop too without an incident. So kudos to these drivers here. Not many laps under their belt here in practice, but they definitely learned from heat number 1 there as they are making their way around the first lap here of 40. And it looks like the 83 there of Sterling Hewitt going to look to the inside of Cole DeMint. Oh, we've got one off. That is William Eads there. He misjudges the braking point, runs wide. And look at Aaron Smith here, already out to a 1.7 second lead over second place John Ruggiero Jr. But Zach Stroup hanging in there in third, currently about half a second off of our third place driver. We got somebody running wide there. That was Zarapita in the 52. Running wide there in turn 1. He's going to lose a spot to David Rogers there as he advances up into the 8th position. And now we've got Cole DeMint there with Sterling Hewitt right behind him, looking to make a move down into the bus stop. Who's going to be later on the brakes here? Well, we see Hewitt there locking up the rear. Is he going to be able to make the corner? He is, and he makes that pass stick. So great move by him. And then right in front of them there, we've got two battling it out. This is for the 4th position. We've got the 99 of Jace Parrish looking at the back there of the number 3, Michael Doby. And on further back there, we've got 2 wide going down into the turn here. That is the 12 of Dement making a move on David Rogers, the number 13 car. And he's going to take away 7th. Oh, we've got a car on the wall there. That is the 99 of Jace Parrish here in the final corner. Stuck down there on the wall. Looks like he locked it up under braking. Oh, and Ruggiero Jr. going to run wide there in turn 1. That's going to allow Zach Stroup on by. And we've actually got a full course caution out here. I'm going to run through the field here and see. I believe that was for Jace Parrish. And something happened to the 03. We're just going to go back and check that out here on replay first. Looks like he just locked it up there going into turn 1. But Jace Parrish there spinning out in the final corner just moments before, I believe, is what brought the full course yellow out here. The first one of the evening. All right, they're getting bunched up here behind the pace car as we're under our first caution here this evening on lap 4 of 40. It'll be interesting to see if anyone chooses to try and short pit here and take 4 fresh tires. They have 2 sets in the pits here this evening, but they've got to make those last all 40 laps. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone kind of goes off strategy here during this caution. I believe if I'm the race leader, Aaron Smith there, I'm going to stay out. Track position more important. But if you're on further back in the field, you know, you could take a gamble here, see if it pays off in the end. And so far, it looks like everyone is going to stay out, except that is the 83 of Sterling Hewitt, because he was running in 10th there. He's going to come down pit road. Looks like he is the only driver to do so. Everyone else going to stay out here this evening as we're under our first caution here. Lap 5 out of 40 here, round 5 of the Chicken Bone Alley podcast Summer Shootout series here. And the lights are off the pace car, so we will get going green here this time by. And we've got a new person in second place during that stint. The number 2 of Zach Stroup was able to make it by the 44 of Jean Ruggiero Jr. And it'll be interesting to see if he has anything for Aaron Smith. We know Aaron is very quick, as he was able to get out to an early lead early on there. The biggest mover so far is the number 45 there, Tim Paradiso. He is currently scored in 8th position. He's up 7 spots since the start of the race this evening. So he's making his way up through the field there, doing a very good job, having a great run in the top 10. Also, David Rogers there in that number 13. He's having a great run in the top 10 as well, currently in 7th. All right, pace car is going to dive off here as we go into the final corner. Aaron Smith there in that yellow number 70 going to lead us down to the restart line here. The number 2 of Zach Stroup on the outside. We'll see if he has anything for him headed down into turn 1. And then you can't rule out the 44 there of John Ruggiero Jr. right there behind Aaron Smith as they are underway. Great jump by Aaron Smith. He's going to have plenty of room here as he heads down into turn 1. And we'll see if anybody misjudges the braking point here, if they all survive turn 1. Looks like they will survive turn 1 there. Great job by all the drivers. Looks like John Ruggiero Jr. here starting to slip off of our second place driver. And we've got a bit of a battle going on here between David Rogers and that number 13 and the number 32 of Jay Zarapita there. You're up front going into the bus stop chicane here on lap 6 of 40. Just checking to make sure nobody ran wide there. It looks like everybody's going to make it through. And we've still got a great battle here between these 4 drivers. Up ahead there in 4th spot in that AC Delco machine, you've got the number 3 of Michael Doby. Oh, we got a big run there from Jay Zarapita, as he's looking under the inside of David Rogers, and now also looking on the inside of, that is the 12 of Dement. And looks like they're both going to follow through there. Zarapita moving up into 5th and Rogers moving up into 6th respectively there. And that is the 21 of Greg Molyneux going to look to the inside of the number 53 of Armstrong. He's going to lose it under braking, both drivers there. They do a great job of not hitting the wall or hitting anyone else. They're all going to keep going there. Looks like we are going to stay green. And we've still got a great battle here. That is the 12 of Dement looking at the back of Jay Zarapita there. And then David Rogers in that blue car. He's now under pressure from Tim Paradiso there in that number 45 Tide machine as they head down under braking into the bus stop chicane here. And I've just been watching the times here. Aaron Smith is not pulling away as quickly as I thought he was going to. The number 2 there, Zach Stroup, hanging in under 3 seconds currently. And we see John Ruggiero Jr. just about another 1.5 seconds back there as he's currently in 3rd. And then there's a very big gap of about 4 seconds there all the way back to the 4th place driver, that number 3 of Doby. And you can see he's almost under pressure here from the 32 of Zarapita. And we see Sterling Hewitt here. He was the only driver to pit under caution. And looks like he's going to make a move there on the 45 of Tim Paradiso, take away the 8th position. And just looking at his pit time, I do believe he did take 4 tires. So seeing him make it work there on that fresh rubber, coming up through the field, and now he's got the 13 of David Rogers in his sights. Meanwhile, we got a great battle here between these 3 drivers. That's Michael Doby in the AC Delco Blue Machine, the 32 of Zarapata, and then right behind him, Cole DeMint. 3 cars here battling it out, all for 4th and 5th position. Oh, we see the 12 of DeMint go heavy under braking there. Looks like he's going to get it stopped and rotated. Great job there, as he's now going to go by Zarapata there and take away the 5th place position. And we'll ride on board the number 32, Jay Zarapata here, as he looks at the back of Cole DeMint. That is for the battle for 5th. And you can just hear the throttle control they're having to exercise here through that portion of the track. Very hard to get it on the throttle. As you can see, the rear of the car just wants to slide around. And Jay's showing how it's done there as he heads into under braking here into the bus stop. Ooh, we see the 3 up ahead there. Michael Doby running a very different line as he goes very wide. Going to lose out quite a bit of time there as Cole DeMint is going to catch up to him. And that's the battle for 4th. Oh, and we see Zarapata there looking on the outside of DeMint. Not going to make that work. While they've been doing that, Sterling Hewitt there in that number 83 has caught up to this pack. Oh, and we've had a pass for 2nd. Oh no, Ruggiero Jr. there getting loose. He did make it around Zach Stroup, but now he's having difficulty getting that car through the first corner. And we should see Zach Stroup here make a look as they go around the lap car there. That's the 17 of Maven. And real quick, let's go back and check that pass for 2nd. Check the replay there. Oh, that portion of the track, it looked like Zach Stroup, same spot, just the previous lap, got loose on the exit of 1. We still see Michael Doby there leading in that number 3 car this pack. He's currently in 4th. Jay Zarapata there in 5th in that number 32. And then right behind him, the 12 of Cole DeMint. And we see Sterling Hewitt there in that number 83 making some very fast laps to catch up to the pack, but now he's starting to fade away. Oh, we've got a move here by Zarapita. He's going to make contact with Dobie going down into one. Under braking. And looks like he is going to give the position back there. And that allows Sterling Hewitt on by. He's going to be in 5th. Cole DeMint there is going to be in 4th there in that number 12 machine. Go back and take another look at that incident. You could just see Zarapita there get out of shape under braking as he tried to make a move there into turn 1. And both drivers doing a great job, though, to not make that worse than it needed to be. And everybody's going to continue on. Not much damage, so they'll live to fight another day. Like Jay Zarapita is going to come down pit road here for his green flag pit stop. And let's check in with our race leader here. The 70 of Aaron Smith, currently 9 seconds ahead of 2nd place John Ruggiero Jr. there in that number 44. And right behind him, Zach Stroup there in that number 2. We've seen these two swapping positions all night long here as we just started lap 13 out of 40 here. Oh, and it looks like we've got a battle. This is for the 11th position. That's the 53 of Armstrong. Looking to make a move there on the 03 of Raymond Thies as they head up through the S's here. Looks like Armstrong's going to get a great run there on the bottom as they head down toward the bus stop. And up front here in 2nd, Ruggiero Jr. there in that 44. Zach Stroup in the number 2. He is gaining. He's got the gap down to about 0.5 of a second here, as these two look like they're going to battle it out for 2nd place here very soon. And then we've also got a battle here. This is the 99 of Jace Parrish looking to get around the 45 of Tim Paradiso, and that is for 8th. And looks like Jace Parrish now right all up the back of the 45 of Paradiso there as they head through the final part of the track here. And you just have to wonder just how oh, we've got a car around. That looks like the 83 of Sterling Hewitt there with heavy front end damage. Let's go back and take a look at that. It looks like it's going to be a self spin here. And just runs wide, going to get it in the grass and just going to go toward the wall there. Very unfortunate. Ooh, David Rogers. Wow, barely missing him there. And we are going to stay green here as that was a single car spin. And it looks like the two of Zach Stroup there is much quicker here through the bus stop part of the track. As you can see, he gets the gap down all the way to is about 3/10 here as they head through the final couple corners. But John Ruggiero Jr. very quick in the first part of the track here, the first sector. So looks like these two are running pretty equal times though, as we're going to cross the line here. 24 to go this time around. Oh, and we've got a battle right here. That is Tim Paradiso looking underneath Jace Parrish. And that is going to be for 7th. Like Parrish going to look under braking here down into turn 1. Paradiso going to try to do a crossover here as Parrish runs wide. And looks like Paradiso there is going to regain the 7th place. Also looks like the 13 there of David Rogers is now caught up to the 3 of Michael Doby, putting the pressure on. This is for 5th here. But we see a bit of a mistake there out of Rogers as he just got loose on exit. Gonna lose a bit of time there. Meanwhile, these two continue to battle it out here, as that is Parrish looking underneath Paradiso there. Decides better of it, falls back in line, but these two have been swapping positions across. Looks like Parrish going to take another look. Going to lock up the right front there under braking. Does a great job to stay out of the back there of Paradiso, and he's now going to take a look underneath here as they head down into turn 1. Looks like Parrish is going to get a great run, but he does get loose and going to lose a ton of time there as Paradiso going to drift away to about 1 second gap here as they head down into the bus stop. Not sure what happened to Paradiso there. It almost looked like he missed a shift, because that allowed Parrish to get right up to the back end of him there. And looks like Parrish going to look to the outside here. If he can do a crossover through this corner. No, not going to make it work. So Paradiso going to live to lead. Sorry, not lead, but cross the finish line here in 7th place once more. Oh, Parrish almost losing it there on the exit of the final corner. Thought for a second he was coming down pit road, but he was just losing the rear end of that car. So that's going to allow Greg Molyneux there in that number 21. He is now caught up to the back end of Parrish. See Parrish there with another great run as they head down toward the bus stop. And looks like Greg Molyneux there going to look underneath Parrish, not able to get as good of an exit there. So Parrish is going to stay in the 8th position. Oh, looks like Zach Stroup has come down pit road there for his green flag pit stop. So he's trying to undercut the leaders here. And looks like so far he is the only one to come down pit road, as these three here continue to battle it out for 7th position. Like Greg Molyneux is going to make the pass there on Parrish as they head down into turn 1. So he's going to take away the 8th place spot, but he gets loose on exit. So does Parrish. And Parrish is actually going to get into the wall there with a little right front damage. That's going to allow the 45 here of Tim Paradiso to drift away, as he's currently in that 7th place position. Looks like Zach Stroup is going to come out of the pits in front of them in 6th, about 50 seconds behind our race leader. So we should expect the race leader and the top 5 there to come down pit road sometime within the next couple of laps. And we've got Greg Molyneux there all over the back of Tim Paradiso there. That is your battle for 7th. And we see Greg Molyneux there look to the outside through turn 1. He is going to take away the 7th place spot there from Tim Paradiso. And looks like Zach Stroup has just made it around Michael Doby there up into 4th. And we can see Stroup has chipped away about 6 seconds of the gap to the race leader there, as he came down pit road on lap 19. And looks like 2nd place driver here, John Ruggiero Jr., heading down pit road. Meanwhile, Aaron Smith staying out another lap here. And we've got a battle here for 9th. That is Jace Parrish looking at the back of Kyle Armstrong in that number 53. And looks like Parrish is going to make a move here into the bus stop. He's going to take away the 9th place position there from the 53 of Armstrong. And we'll see if Aaron Smith chooses to come down pit road here this time by. It does look like he is. And looks like he was able to slow down there, not get a speeding penalty. But we'll see where he shuffles out here, as Cole DeMint is currently in 2nd. He has not pitted, as well as the number 3 here of Michael Doby. As you can see, Zach Stroup there looking on the inside. And it looks like Aaron Smith here is going to come out right behind your current race leader. He's actually going to move up ahead of him there and back into the lead after pitting. Cole DeMint has not come down pit road yet, but Zach Stroup there currently 9 seconds off the race leader. He is the next car back to have pitted. And we see John Ruggiero Jr. there in fourth, coming up through the S's now. All right, they are going to cross the line here. 17 to go this time by. Zach Stroup is up into second spot there. He is currently chasing down your top leader there, the 70 of Aaron Smith. He's about 12 seconds off of the race leader. Meanwhile, John Ruggiero Jr. here is chasing down second place Zach Stroup very quickly. Looks like John Ruggiero Jr. that time by ran about a second and a half quicker. And we now see John Ruggiero Jr. here right up on the back of Zach Stroup. This is your battle for second as they head down into turn one. 16 laps to go this time by. And we know John Ruggiero Jr. here needs to make it by Zach Stroup to maximize his points. He knows he probably cannot get a race win barring some mistake out of Aaron Smith. So he needs to finish second and maximize his points here this evening, as he is in a 5-point lead currently, as he's going to make a move here. Under braking into the bus stop. Great move, but he's going to lose it there as he takes too much curb. Is he able to save it? He does a great job there. Not much damage on that car, but unfortunately he's going to lose out on a ton of time as he's still working to get that car around. And very unfortunate accident there, as he just took a little too much curb through the bus stop. And that is going to allow Zach Stroup to extend the gap to about, looks like 15 seconds there. Meanwhile, Aaron Smith out here completely dominating this race so far. About 13 and a half seconds in the lead here. He's led almost every lap of the race here this evening. And that is something that we saw coming here, I think, at the road course. We know Aaron Smith is very, very strong here in road courses. And he's showing it here this evening as he extends his gap out to about 14 seconds now. 15 laps to go. Like Tim Paradiso there in that number 45 machine. He's going to head down pit road this time. It looks like we only have 2 drivers that have yet to pit. That is the number 3 of Michael Doby, currently scored in 4th, and the 21 of Greg Molyneux. We see Molyneux very slow up through the S's. Not sure what's going on there with that car. But it looks like he's able to get it going there. We see that is Cole Dement there in the number 12. He has now worked his way up to the back of Greg Molyneux. He's going to look to take away 5th place there from Molyneux. Looks like Dement there going to make a move on the outside as they head down under braking into the final 2 turns here. And we should expect Molyneux there in that number 21 Miller machine to come down pit road here very shortly. And looks like he is going to come in this lap. Also, Michael Doby there in that number 3. He's going to make his green flag pit stop here. And that looks like everybody has come down pit road now. These two were the last to hold out. Meanwhile, Aaron Smith in that number 70, he is currently out front. About 18-second gap back to 2nd place. Zach Stroup there in that number 2. And John Ruggiero Jr., who we thought at one moment there was going to be in 2nd place, made a mistake in the bus stop and spun it around. And now he's about, looks like about 12 seconds off of 2nd place Zach Stroup there. Oh, we got a car off. Not sure who that was. That is William Eads there in the 727. He's going to go off, struggle to get it back on the track there as he's going to get into the inside wall. Looks like he's able to get it going there. 13 to go this time by here. And let's ride on board a lap here with our race leader, Aaron Smith, as he shows us how to do a quick lap here around Watkins Glen. And you can hear him be very smooth on the throttle, on the brakes. He's not overdriving the car. He's focusing on getting a good exit here as he's going to cross the line, start a lap for us. Under braking down here into turn 1. You have to be careful here as you hit the brakes. It is downhill and it will unload the rear tires and you can lock up the rear. But he does a great job. You don't want to take too much curve there on the exit of turn 1 and just ease into the throttle as you go up through the S's. Got to exercise a lot of throttle control here. The car will rotate on you very quickly and get loose here as it is a very bumpy section of the track. Wide open down here as they head toward the bus stop. Hard on the brakes. Got to be careful with the amount of curb you take here in these cars. As we saw Ruggiero Jr., I believe, make a mistake there through the bus stop. Here you want a couple different lines you can take. You can hug the bottom all the way around like we see Aaron Smith is doing. Some guys prefer to diamond the turn, enter low, drift up the track a little bit, and then exit low. But Aaron Smith here going to go around lap traffic. Hard under braking here. This turn here, you got to be careful not to overdrive it there on exit and run off the track. He does a great job, a lot of room to spare. And going to get a great exit here. That looks like Jace Parrish up ahead there. Going to go another lap down. And that is a lap around Watkins Glen there in these 1987 Cup cars. Like the gap is now up to 23 seconds. That's what separates our race leader Aaron Smith and second place, the number 2 there of Zach Stroup. And John Ruggiero Jr. now just coming across start finish line. He's in third. He's about 10 seconds off of our second place driver Zach Stroup. And then a whopping 23 seconds back here is Cole Dement in fourth. David Rogers having a great top 5 run here, currently in 5th. He is about, looks like 20 seconds off of 4th place driver there, Cole Dement. Oh, looks like Jace Parrish here has went off the track. We had two drivers there go off the track in the same corner. That is William Eads and Jace Parrish. Ten to go this time by. David Rogers there currently in fifth. Cole Dement up ahead there in fourth. John Ruggiero Jr. in the number 44. He's currently in third, about 10 seconds off of second place, Zach Stroup. As you can see, he just went around. That is the 45 of Paradiso, a lap car there. And then the man of the hour right now, Aaron Smith, up about 24.5 seconds, separates him between the lead and the second place, Zach Stroup there. Aaron Smith just running away with this race here. Haven't seen a single mistake out of him this evening. He's got to stay that way for 10 more laps here. And we should expect him to have a great points night here, as he's currently 5 points off of second place in the points, John Ruggiero Jr. here, as we are in round 5 of the Chicken Bone Alley Summer Shootout series here. 10-round series, $1,000 prize to the championship winner here. So Aaron Smith doing what he needs to do here this evening to take the lead in the points. Anything can happen as we have 9 laps left here. John Ruggiero Jr., currently your points leader, at one point was running second in the race before we saw a mistake through the bus stop there. So he's now in third. Looking to do everything he can there to maximize his points tonight. Try to get back up into second. He's only got 9 laps left to do it, though. And we know Zach Stroup is very quick. So be interesting to see if he can make up that gap of about 9 seconds. And we've got a great battle here. This is Michael Doby and Jace Parrish. This is your battle for 6. As you see, Michael Doby there in that number 3. And Jace Parrish in the 99 there, going to run wide. And that's going to allow Doby on by there and take away that 6th spot. Oh, we see Parrish all squirrely there on the exit of the turn. Looks like he got into the grass again. He was able to save it, but he is definitely starting to struggle with the tire wear here on these cars. Be interesting to see if a driver comes down to pit road here and tries to make it a 2-stop race. We don't think that's the quickest way, but if you're struggling to keep the car on the track, some drivers may find it necessary, as we have 8 laps left here in our 40-lap feature event. The Aaron Smith there coming up on the back of, that is David Rogers there, your 5th place driver. He's going to go 1 lap down here, as Aaron Smith's going to catch up to him here. 8 to go this time by. Looks like John Ruggiero Jr. has slipped further back off of second place Zach Stroup. He's now about 13 seconds back, so he lost a couple seconds in the last couple laps. And just looking at lap times, that time by Aaron Smith, your race leader, he ran a 1:23. Zach Stroup, your 2nd place driver, ran a 1:26, and 3rd place driver here, John Ruggiero Jr., he ran a 1:28. So he was about 2 or 3 seconds slower than 2nd place, and your race leader currently about 2.5 seconds quicker than anyone else on the track right now. And we see Aaron Smith has made it by David Rogers there, puts him 1 lap down as he just crossed the line. Took 7 to go this time by. Gap is now up to 30 seconds here between him and Zach Stroup. Oh, looks like we got a driver off track. Looks like Cale Mabin might have been involved in a self-spin here. Raymond Thies is actually going to come down pit road. Looks like he just pulled off the track there. Let's check another one. Looks like Jace Parrish there on the exit of turn 1. Just going to get loose and hit the inside wall there, but he's able to keep going. And looks like William Eads here also locking it up and running into the sand trap there. Does a great job to keep the car off the wall. He's going to keep going. Aaron Smith here going to cross the line, take 6 to go this time by. Still a 30-second gap there between him and second place Zach Stroup. And looks like they are running pretty similar times now. As you can see, Zach Stroup is currently making his way through lap traffic. That's Tim Paradiso right up ahead of him in that tied car. And Zach Stroup going to need to get around him to prevent from losing too much time here. You can see the gap's now up to a little over 31 seconds. Ooh, that looked like Sterling Hewitt there. A little squirrely on the exit of turn 1. Does a great job to save it though. He's going to continue on. Like Kyle Armstrong here going to lock up and go off the track again, just like we saw a couple other drivers do in the previous lap. He's able to keep it off the wall. Just barely gets into the wall there, but he is going to get it back on track there and continue on. And they cross the line here. 5 to go here, remaining in our 40-lap feature race here of the Bone Alley Summer Shootout Series. Aaron Smith still out front. 31.5-second gap between him and second place Zach Stroup. And looks like John Ruggiero Jr. here has chipped away a couple seconds at the gap between him and second place Zach Stroup, as he's now at around 10 seconds. And looks like he ran about second and a half quicker in that previous lap. So he is starting to catch up here. We'll see if he has enough laps to get up there. As you saw, Zach Stroup just entering the bus stop up ahead. Oh, looks like we've got a car going around. That is Sterling Hewitt. Oh, and he's going to collect Ruggiero Jr. there.
The yellow flag is out.
And that is going to bring out the second caution here this evening. Full course yellow. That is going to shake things up right here. That is what we like to see. Aaron Smith's 30-second gap going to go away here, as we will likely have a green-white checkered finish here this evening. And gotta wonder, this is going to be one of those make it or break it moments here with the strategy. We know the tire wear here is pretty extreme. Is the race leader going to come down pit road to defend off second and third place there from getting 4 fresh tires? That is the question. Or is he going to try to hang on to track position? Boy, oh boy, do I not want to be in his shoes right now trying to make that call. Just looking at lap times, Aaron Smith's best lap time here this evening was a 1:19 on fresh tires. That last lap around, he ran a 1:24. So 5-second fall off here on these tires. I have to think the best call here is going to be to come down pit road and take 4 tires. But we'll see what happens. Sometimes here in iRacing, depends on which tire model you're running, just going under caution here and slowing down and letting the tires cool off will give them more grip once you get going for about a lap or two. which may be all he needs, but definitely 4 tires is going to be much quicker here. So we'll have to see what call he makes as they go around here trying to catch up with the pace car. All right, they've caught up to the pace car, so pit road is open. Anticipating a major call here. Is Aaron Smith going to come down pit road, as they will have a green-white checkered attempt to conclude this race? Looks like he's going to stay out, but we got a few cars behind him there coming down pit road. That was Zarapata. Looks like Dobie's going to stay out. Like everyone else gonna stay out there, so interesting. No one gonna come down pit road here and try to take 4 tires. Looking there, everyone left in the race did have another set of tires remaining available to them, so everyone here thinking track position more important, as they're only gonna have 2 laps here remaining once they get restarted. All right, pace light's going to go off this time, so we'll get restarted here this time around. Aaron Smith, your current race leader, led almost every lap here this evening. But Zach Stroup there in that number 2 going to restart in second. We'll see if he has anything for Aaron. And John Ruggiero Jr., our current points leader there, going to restart in third. All right, pace car is going to dive off here as we round the final corner. Aaron Smith in that yellow number 70 machine going to lead us to the restart line. The number 2 of Zach Stroup there on the outside, and John Ruggiero Jr. in that number 44 Wrangler on the bottom there. We'll see what happens here as they do take the green flag. Aaron Smith getting a great jump, but Zach Stroup is right there. Is he going to try to make a move under braking down into turn 1? Very close, but no contact there. Looks like everyone going to make it through except for the 12. That is the Mint spinning around there on the exit of turn 1. But we'll head back up front here. Zach Stroup right on the rear bumper of Aaron Smith as they head through the S's and down toward the bus stop. Looks like Zach Stroup got a great exit there. Is he going to try to make a move under braking? Both drivers looking very equal here on speed as they exit the bus stop there. Can Zach Stroup, both drivers taking the very bottom line there. We see a little bit of contact from Zach Stroup as he gets all the way up to the rear bumper of Aaron Smith. Definitely putting the pressure on. Oh, we see a mistake out of Ruggiero Jr. there. And that's going to allow, no, that car is a lap down. I do apologize. So Ruggiero Jr. is going to stay in third, but the battle right here for the lead. Aaron Smith currently out front. Zach Stroup putting the pressure on as they're going to cross the line here and take the white flag this time by. One more lap to go here for Zach Stroup. Can he make it happen? Aaron Smith led almost every lap of this race as they go down into turn 1 for the final time. And looks like Aaron Smith is starting to pull away slightly. Meanwhile, further back, it looks like David Rogers there off track through turn 1. And we see Zach Stroup just giving it everything he's got there, hanging the rear end out, but unfortunately just looks like Aaron Smith is too quick and has now extended out to a 1-second gap there. Gap a little over 1 second here as they head down into the final 2 turns for the final time this evening. Aaron Smith currently running away with it here as they head into the final 2 turns. Zach Stroup in a healthy second and John Ruggiero Jr. there on back currently in third as Aaron Smith is going to cross the line here and take the race victory. Round 5 here at Watkins Glen. Zach Stroup going to come home in second. John Ruggiero Jr. there going to come home in third. And David Rogers doing a great job. Going to cross the line here in fourth. And that looks like Michael Doby there in that number 3. He's going to cross the line in 5th. That'll do it for your top 5 here this evening in round 5 of the Chicken Bone Alley Summer Shootout series. And we'll wait for the official results to pop up on our screen here as everyone crosses the line. And then we'll try to get a word with the top 3 here tonight. All right, official results here this evening. Aaron Smith, of course, taking home the win. Zach Stroup second, John Ruggiero Jr. in third, David Rogers in fourth, Michael Doby in fifth, Cole DeMint in sixth, Greg Molyneux in seventh, Jace Parrish in eighth, Tim Paradiso ninth, Raymond Thies in 10th, Kyle Armstrong in 11th, William Eads in 12th, Sterling Hewitt in 13th, Cale Mabin in 14th, and Jay Zarapata there finishing it out in 15th. All right, now we'll try to get a word here with our third place driver. We've got John Ruggiero Jr. up here in the booth. Hey, John, it's Kevin. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Hey, man, heck of a run there, finishing third here in this very challenging 87 Cup car here at Watkins Glen. It looked for a moment there that you were going to move up into second as we saw you get around Zach Stroup. It looked like you just took too much curb through the bus stop, upset the car, and unfortunately slid you back to third. I got to ask, how difficult was it to go through the bus stop there with those curbs in these cars?
It was certainly challenging. I wasn't. I don't know. The braking zones are or I've never ran on a road course, so I didn't have high hopes coming into this, and I kind of struggle with the braking zones and turning, across the curbs there, and simple mistake cost me, finishing second. But if it was anybody finishing second, I'd rather be Zach. So he's had a rough start to the season, so it's always good to see him get a good finish.
Absolutely. Another question we have for you there, when that final caution came out, we thought we might see someone come down pit road, try to take 4 tires, because it looked like the tire fall off here was about 4 seconds, 3 or 4 seconds. Just curious. It didn't look like anybody tried that strategy.
Yeah. So like in this race, you're only allowed 1 set of tires. So I can assure you, if we had another set, everybody would have came down pit road. But obviously that wasn't an option for most of us, considering we pitted around lap 20 to like 24, I believe it was. So yeah, I wish I had another set. I would have liked to fix the damage and so on and so forth, but you can't always have what you want. So we'll be happy with the finish we ended up with.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. We had it written down that it was 2 sets in the pit, so had us wondering, why nobody was taking advantage of that. But that makes a lot more sense there. Only having 1 set of tires in the pits and everybody using those up during their green flag pit stop. But great finish from you here this evening. Crossing the line in 4th. It's going to be really interesting in the points and see how those come out, because I believe you had a 5-point lead over Aaron Smith coming into this round. He, of course, took the victory here this evening. You finishing third. I'm not that good at doing math in my head, so I can't tell you how it's going to come out, unfortunately. But it's still going to be close as we head into round 6 next week. While you're here, John, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Oh yeah, I certainly want to thank you guys for the broadcast. Thank Chicken Bone Alley for putting this little league together. It's a lot of fun, and can't thank them enough. I want to obviously congratulate Aaron on the win, Zach on a hell of a run, and we'll just settle back in and try to finish out these next 3 races and see how things shake out.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations on the 3rd place finish, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again next week.
I sure hope you're right. Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, that'll do it for 3rd place driver John Ruggiero Jr. Now we'll try to get a word with our 2nd place finisher, Zach Stroup. Hey, Zach, it's Kevin up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, congratulations. One heck of a run from you here this evening. Coming home in 2nd. Got to be honest there on that last restart. We thought you had something there from Aaron Smith there. You got all the way up to the rear bumper of him. I believe you gave him a little tap too. We were sitting on the edge of our seats there. Great battle between you two all night long, really. Just got to ask, there in those final couple laps on that restart, did you think you had something for him?
Nah, I mean, he was class of the field the whole race, by far. But, I knew on that last restart, if I could at least follow him, I could probably run with him maybe for a lap. My weak point was turn one, so I knew once we made it back around and got to turn one, he was going to be gone. So, I mean, I wanted to run him hard, but I didn't want to make sure I didn't wreck him. So, it was a good win for him. Like I said, he was the dominant car by far, but me and John had a good race, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we saw it looked like John got by you there. I don't remember what lap it was, but he got by you into second and then immediately made a mistake there in the bus stop. Unfortunately, put him back into third. Just got to ask you here in these cars, how drastic was the tire fall off? When did you start losing grip? Was it around second, third lap into the run?
Yeah, I mean, it started falling off then and just kept getting progressively worse. But that first run, I saved a lot of tire and just to see what it would do, and just didn't really see the end result I was looking for, as far as gaining on everybody else at the end of the run. So I tried to push it a lot harder that second run and fired off out the gate, and probably was putting on a good enough pace to be a few seconds ahead of John, and ended up running in the back of the lap car and tearing my nose up. But all in all, it was a pretty good race, and like I said, it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations on the second place finish. While you hear anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel, 45 Designs, and obviously Chicken Bone Alley, and you guys for putting this deal on.
All right. Well, congratulations there again on the second place finish. And hopefully we'll be able to catch up with you again next week.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. That'll do it for second place driver here, Zach Stroup. Now we'll try to get a word with the man of the hour. That is Aaron Smith, your race winner tonight. Hey, Aaron, it's Kevin. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, long time no talking, I guess. Coming home here with another victory here tonight. It looks like that is I believe your third victory here in the series. Yes, it is. So coming in, great points run from you. You were 5 points off of Ruggiero Jr. heading into this round. I'm not that good at doing math in my head, but I think you're going to come out with the points lead after tonight. Got to ask, as we complete halfway through the season here, how important was it for you to get a good finish here?
Yeah, I definitely had to win this one to be able to continue competing for that championship because these dirt races have been killing me, man. The first one I finished 13th. Fortunately, y'all weren't there broadcasting it because it was pretty bad on my part. But then finished 6th in the air. Wasn't too bad, wasn't too good either because John's been winning every single one of these things. But next week's definitely going to be pivotal. I mean, this win definitely helps me out a lot, but next week's the one that's really going to matter most. I don't know what we'll be drawing next week. I don't know if it's the 410 sprint or the super late model, but either way, it should be a little bit easier than the last couple of dirt races. But we'll see.
I don't know, man. If it's the super late models, I do wish you luck. I don't know what what tracks they're gonna choose, but that car can be a handful, definitely. But yeah, here taking home the win here tonight, that was pivotal for you, as you said. John Ruggiero Jr., very, very tough guy to beat on the dirt. Very quick. But here tonight at Watkins Glen in these 87 cars, just got to ask you, how difficult was it to keep that car under you here tonight with the drastic tire wear, having to exercise a lot of throttle control? And, really just, it seems like once you get this car loose, it's very hard to correct.
Oh yeah, it didn't handle nearly as bad as I thought it would over the course of the long run. But once we got the tires cold again before that last restart, I was pretty worried that Zach was going to get up to me because he put up a pretty good fight there coming to the white. But fortunately, it handled to my favor and it all worked out, I guess.
Absolutely. It did work out for you here as you take home the race victory. While you're here, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the folks at the Chicken Bone Alley for putting this show on. I'd like to thank the folks at the Satellite Racing Team for their support and y'all for broadcasting. Looking forward to next week.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations on the win here. this evening in round 5 of the Chicken Bone Alley Summer Shootout. Probably going to have the points lead after tonight, and it's a great time to be leading the points heading into round 6 of the 10-round series, because that $1,000 prize is on the line. So great finish from you here tonight, and hopefully we'll be catching up with you again next week.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. All right, that'll do it here for our race winner tonight, Aaron Smith, taking home the victory here this evening. That'll do it here for round 5 of the Chicken Bone Alley Summer Shootout series as we head into round 6 next week. You'll want to tune in to the Chicken Bone Alley podcast there on Facebook. Their Facebook URL there is on the middle of the screen. Every Monday night, they draw the track that they're going to run. So no driver really knows what they're headed into until Monday night when the track is drawn. So not a lot of time to get practice for these guys. That's what makes this interesting, is they really don't know what's up for them. Great series here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in here to the Chicken Bone Alley Summer Shootout here on Soak Tires Broadcasting. We appreciate your support, and we'll be back next week.